When dealing with the confrontation, when do you decide if it's going to get physical versus verbally diffusing it?
So usually I don't decide that it's going to get physical. The other guy will always decide for me if it's going to get physical. I will always lean into saying, hey, my bad, I'm sorry, even if it was someone else's bad, whether we bumped into each other or I looking at my phone, I rear-ended them, man, I'm sorry. Or if they're looking at their phone and they rear-ended me, as long as nothing's wrong with my car, let's exchange information. Now, if they get confrontational weird, do I really care? I could just go to my insurance. I'm not going to be like, you pay for it or else, I'm not going to try and stop them from getting in their car if they're trying to get away. The old me would do that. The old me has also learned that people have bats, chains, lead pipes, guns, and knives in their car, and you don't know what they're going to pull out. And you don't know what level of crazy you're dealing with. So when I was younger and I do that stupid stuff, I didn't have kids and a wife. Today, having all these risks of like kids and a wife and a business. But for example, I think I may have told the story of when my family and I were coming back from Maui several years ago, a Maui vacation. I had to choke a guy out on a plane because he was a flight risk, and we had to zip tie him because the flight attendants wanted it that way, and he had lost his shit on the airplane and making the gun threat. And we're like, over the Pacific Ocean, 35,000 feet up in the air, and this guy's like making the gun gesture to the guy in front of him, saying he's going to blow the plane up. And and so I saw the flight attendants needed help, and I ran up there, and along with the guy that was sitting behind my wife, and I was able to get him in a chokehold, and we zip tied him, and there you go. Like, that was times like that. If I see someone's a threat to the masses, I will definitely, I think you should start leaning into violence very quickly.
Right.
But otherwise, like if someone's got a gun or a knife, I would always do my best to run towards them without them knowing and tackle them and attack them. That's just how my brain works. I'm willing to die for the people I love. However, if someone's of the mindset that, man, I'm not willing to do that, then you got to bounce, you got to leave, but do something. But anyway, always lean towards talking your way out of it. And the more confident you get and better you get at fighting, whether it's boxing, Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu, I have a concealed carry permit. I carry a gun with me. All the more reason for me not to get in a fight, because if that gun's coming out, it's coming out because I'm going to use it. And so I will skirt any problem. If I see a group of dudes, like the other night I went and got drinks with a couple of friends who were visiting town at Roscoe's, you know where Roscoe's is. Yeah. And if in that parking lot I saw a group of dudes that were just being assholes or whatever, I would park far away and use the other door. Now, if they were being jerks to someone, I might stand around and watch and call the cops, right? If they were actively beating up a woman, now I would get involved without my gun.
Got you.
Right?
So that's the line.
That's the level of escalation.
Yeah.
Bingo.
Okay.
Listen, I stopped taking all of those and I started taking this, the Truline Wellness Shot. In fact, I created this because I was sick and tired of every morning taking 11 different supplements like turmeric, ginger, cayenne pepper, black pepper, vitamin B12, echinacea, vitamin C, zinc, right? Think about this. If you want to improve your immune system, if you want to fight off inflammation in your body so that you have better gut health, you have more energy, your joints don't hurt, then you're going to want to take all those supplements. And I was taking it twice a day, every day. And so when we created the Truline Wellness Shot, we cut no corners and we spared no expense. And so in this, you've got something that's going to not only help boost your immune system, but also fight off inflammation. Because if you're a high performer and if you want to get more done, if you want to stay more focused, if you want to make sure that you don't get sick as frequently, then you have to care about your immune system and you have to fight off inflammation, especially if you're an entrepreneur and you're high performing and you have a stressful work day from time to time, right? And so here's what I want you to do. You're going to click on the link in the description box or go to truline.com and you're going to use the code word Bedros. And when you use my name, Bedros, you'll get 50% off your first subscribe and save bundle. For whatever reason you don't like the Truline Wellness Shot, which I have yet to meet anyone who doesn't, then let us know in your first 30 days. We'll give you a full refund. Part ways as friends. Fair enough? Go check it out. Use the code word Bedros. Get 50% off. Peace.
What about, so I'm kind of freestyling this, but I'm curious to hear what you have to say about it. So not physical confrontation, but let's say something where you have to speak up for yourself, or, so like, let's say, for example, very simple, you're at a restaurant and they mess up your order. are you the one to just, I'm not going to say anything. I don't want to, you know, whatever, just kind of eat it and put up with it? Or are you like, no, you're gonna bring it back until it's perfect or exactly what I asked for?
Yeah. So I'm probably somewhere between those two.
Okay.
Like me personally,
Fair
I'm
enough.
somewhere
Fair
between
enough.
those two. I'll never be the person like, oh, this is like, you guys screwed this up.
Yeah.
Don't you guys know the difference between medium rare and medium? How dare you? I'll never be that guy, because I used to, you know, I worked at a restaurant.
I have an aunt just like that, man. It's crazy. I'm like,
Do you really?
Embarrassing.
Bro, that is the fastest way to have a stranger's saliva on your food.
Yep. And you know, behind closed doors, because you were there.
Bro, I've worked at Disneyland. We have dropped food on the ground and picked it back up. You know, 3-second rule or not. I'm not proud of this moment, but we've done that. And when someone says that they're like a waitress would say that the customer is being a jerk, let's just say that we retaliated. But I'm the guy that will always like, look, if it's fine, like, great. I asked for a rice pilaf and you brought me vegetables. Fuck it. I'm eating vegetables with the steak.
Fair enough.
But if it's undercooked, I'll be like, hey, you know what? I probably screwed up and said the wrong. I always own it. I probably screwed up, said the wrong thing. My bad. I hope the cooks won't get mad at you if you take this back, and just tell them that it was my fault, that I accept full responsibility, that it wasn't your fault. And they'll be like, no, it was the cook's fault. I'm like, well, whoever's fault it was, is it okay?
Yeah.
Right? But I'll make it so easygoing that they will not spit on it, that they will not be mad at me,
Yeah.
and then they will still treat me well.